I am Dolan, and I am from Catalan. Now, I understand you people have heard about my kingdom from a certain song. And so I've decided to say, yep, he's right. My 6 gold rings were dearly bought. My comrade's blood for the plate I own. A front rank spear met the French knight's charge. Of 100 men I returned alone. 100 men I returned alone. We were Frankish troops and Sicilian ships that the king of the Greeks had sent to hire our 1,000 spear to scour the Turk from his eastern realm with sword and fire. From his eastern realm with sword and fire. We drove the Turks to the iron gates, but the faith of a prince keeps not the day. We were bandits now, said the king of the Greeks. So he hanged our captain and stole our pay. He hanged our captain and stole our pay. To Crusader kings of the East we told our own hard fight and the Greek king's shame. The Frankish laughed and the German sneer. Said a rabble of spear was but their game. A rabble of spear was but their game. From the wine-dark sea we marched on west, till we came to the Duke of Athens' land. His herald called, or change or die. By Caphissus river we're forced to stand. By Caphissus river we're forced to stand. My 6 gold rings were dearly bought. My comrade's blood for the plate I own. A front rank spear met the French knight's charge. Of 100 men I returned alone. Of 100 men I returned alone. We made our camp on a grassy hill, in the midst of a league of marshy ground, that a light on man might pass with care, where an armored horse must soon sink down, an armored horse must soon sink down. Our 100 best on the marsh's edge, 600 hid in the reeds behind, while 1,000 horse of the Duke's own troop rode along the stream to surround our lines, along the stream to surround our lines. And arrows flight from a waiting spear, the knights form ranks with a joyous sound. The first wave comes at a walk now trot, 500 ride to the killing ground, 500 ride to the killing ground. At 100 yards we see their blades, but the horses' hooves are what you fear. 500 tons of flesh and steel, and you bar their path with an 8-foot spear. You bar their path with an 8-foot spear. My 6 gold rings were dearly bought. My comrade's blood for the plate I own. A front rank spear met the French knight's charge. Of 100 men I returned alone. 100 men I returned alone. 50 yards their lances dipped. We grip our pikes in gauntlet hand as a steel shot thunder drowns our cries. And the ground shakes so you can hardly stand. The ground shakes so you can hardly stand. They smashed our lines and trampled all who stood to fight, who turned to flee, and plunged in over the marsh's edge. In the red soaked mud to the rider's knee, the red soaked mud to the rider's knee. The knights looked up and saw troops standing on the further shore. Form up, cried the Duke, in the knee-deep mud. We'll smash these dogs with 1 charge more. Smash these dogs with 1 charge more. My 6 gold rings were dearly bought. My comrade's blood for the plate I own. A front rank spear met the French knight's charge. Of 100 men I returned alone. 100 men I returned alone. The mud's now up to the rider's thigh. Push on, the Duke of Athens said. So we fired our bows and hurled our darts. 500 trapped and the rest are fled. 500 trapped and the rest are fled. Free pants, pass, and ransom, the Duke he cried. But we know the worth of a French knight's word. So we slit his throat and we stripped his arms, and we left his flesh for the dogs and birds. We left his flesh for the dogs and birds. I climbed out onto the shaky ground. The crow dipped low on stiffened wings, where a French squire moaned with his faceplate gone. Cut his right hand off for its golden rings. His right hand off for its golden rings. My 6 gold rings were dearly bought, a comrade's blood for the blade I own. A front rank spear met the French knight's charge. Of 100 men I returned alone, 100 men I returned alone. Which gifts they bought these Frankish knights, who called us bastard Spanish curs. We had arms and mail and a duke's own helm, 2 bushels brim with silver spurs, 2 bushels brim with silver spurs. My comrades lie in the white Greek soil, they do not rest in the earth alone. 500 knights and a Frankish duke share a pool of mud for a marking stone, a pool of mud for a marking stone. My 6 gold rings were dearly bought, a comrade's blood for the play I own. A front rank spear with the French knight's charge. Of 100 men I returned alone, of 100 men I